Welcome everyone. This is the F1 2014 career mode for me. This is race number 4, the Chinese Grand Prix. Looks like we're getting ready to go to qualifying 1 here. But first, we're going to take a look at our setup.
Okay, you should be able to get into the next qualifying session easily. So try
Here's our alignment,
so we can save the tires.
our engine, our suspension 1177, balance 16, 4951 with high brake pressure, and we're running 5.3 wings. And here we go with our qualifying 1.
Your last lap time moved you up to 5th.
And that was all we needed to do to get out of qualifying 1. We had to go onto the option tire. Our first prime run did get us, but it was in 16th position. And so I felt, oh, here we go with qualifying 2. We're not gonna wait. We're just gonna go to qualifying 2. Why bother talking about qualifying 1? It was boring. Like I was saying, it was our prime run was close to the border of getting dropped, so we went out again with options and easily made it into qualifying 2. And now this is our second lap in qualifying 2. Our initial one is only good for 12th right now. But the session is kind of winding down, so we don't have too much time left to improve. China is not one of my favorite tracks. I'm actually pretty bad at it. I can throw in a decent lap here and there, but consistency on this track is kind of difficult for me still. It's like the turn 1. I can never seem to get that right through the entire race, but we'll get into that later. But we're kind of coming to the last corner of our qualifying run. We'll blast the DRS, and
We're through to qualifying 3. Good work.
it was good enough to get us into qualifying 3. Our teammate, however, finished 11th, just outside. Here we are in qualifying 3. And here's our qualifying 3 run. We're just going to do 1 lap. Put on a new set of tires since they give us that extra set when you make it into qualifying 3. So we'll just do 1 lap and we'll see how we end up. Going purple in the first sector. So I think this one's going to be a pretty decent run, but let's see how well we do in the rest of the lap here. Kind of a little wide there. A little better there. Oh, we're going a little wide. Oh, we're going very wide. Little extension. But we're still purple. Can we get a good starting position? Even though we've gone wide a couple times. Going just slightly deep there. There's Hamilton with the fastest lap. And we're coming up to the line. And that's good for 6th. And that's where we ended in the session. We ended up 6th on the grid, which is all right. That's pretty good for me, I think. We could have improved a little bit, but I don't think we were still a second and a half or 1.2 seconds off pole, so we weren't gonna get pole position. And we're gonna celebrate. I think we'll get some ice cream afterward. I'm down with some ice cream. Yep, he's down for a side of ice cream. Our driver is stoked for ice cream. But let's get to the race.
Okay, I'm afraid the R&D part won't be ready this race. The guys need to work on it some more. You should have the part in 2 races' time.
We did an R&D test here, but and we passed it, but the part failed, so we're not going to have it for a couple races. But let's check the tire strategy. Wants us to go, we're starting on the option, then go to prime on lap 17, and then go to option on lap 39. I think we played around with it. We wanted to maybe go another lap. So we said lap 40, but we'll see if that strategy holds up. And we're getting the Whirlybird. Some dude just stole our TV. They're going to fold their arms because we're just looking all pleased and stuff. And we're loading. Lewis Hamilton, sitting on the pole. We're 6th. There's our teammate with a couple poles. And here we go. 5 red lights. And here we go. We seem to have gotten an okay start. We're keeping up with everybody. We're gonna dive our way into the in between. Go up to 4th. Looks like we're gonna go by Ricardo also. Next turn we're gonna go by both Mercedes. All right. Now we're in 1st. Yes, that was easy. We're going to move ahead here a little bit. We're going to go to the end of lap 6 because Hamilton has been all over us since that we initially got first, and now he just blows by us easily. And we take the first turn very badly, which I do quite often. Now we're going to move ahead to lap 9. Where Alonso's now going to go. He just flies around the outside of us there.
We have a problem with DRS. You won't be able to activate it.
And then our DRS breaks. That's lovely. So even if we do catch up with them, we're not going to be able to really catch up to them. So now we're going to move ahead here to lap 15. Our tires are absolutely dead. We somehow managed to keep Rosberg behind us, but we're going to come in now because we're not going to make it another lap on these tires. Well, they wanted another 2 laps, but that wasn't going to happen. Those are just... We were sliding all over the place with these tires. Let's see what kind of pit stop that we get from Force India. Oh, 3.7. The standard stop. It's pretty good. See where we come out. Looks like we're going to come out in 12th position. We're going to move ahead in another lap. There's one car in the pit. It's Massa. So we're back up into 11th, and now we're gonna go one lap later. There's a couple more cars going in the pits. We go a little wide. But there's quite a few cars in the pits now. So now we're in 8th, and there's one more in 7th. So now we're up into 7th position. And then we're gonna move ahead another lap later. Another car going in. Looks like Raikkonen. Well, not Raikkonen, but we got up to 4th, and there's Raikkonen. We're going to dive it in there, and we're going to get back up in the 3rd. All right, we're back on the podium. But can we keep it there? We're moving to the end of lap 26. We go a little wide. Now Vettel's got a really good run on us here. And he's going to go by us easily.
Okay, we've lost the position. Keep close and maybe we can take it back.
We're going to try to sort of counterattack, but he kind of turns off and blocks us there. And now he's going to pull away from us. We're going to move ahead here to the end of lap 30, where Rosberg is. Oh, we look out a little on the grass there, just a little grassy. But now Rosberg's got a really good run on us, and he just blows by us there. Although we're going to try to counterattack, but we go a little wide. That's kind of a chocolatey thing. And now we lose 2 positions because Raikkonen stays on the track and takes the position away from us. And then we'll move ahead to lap 35. There's one car in the pit. And so now we're up into 5th. We're coming up to lap 39. Our tires are dead, so we're gonna come in at the end of this lap. But Vettel is now attacking us again. But we're gonna cut to the inside. Now we're side by side. But we're gonna go into the pits, so it doesn't really matter.
We believe the car ahead is running standard revs.
Here we go. We're going to change to the option tire, since we only got 16 laps to go, and they should be able to make it. Let's check Force India here. 3.8. Let's see where we come out. And we're going to come out in 8th position. We're going to move ahead here to end of lap 40. Where we go well wide. And now Jensen Button has caught up to us, and he's going by us easily. But we're going to try to counterattack here. And we gave him a little touch there. Oh, we touched him in there a little bit there. There's a lot of inappropriate touching. We're going to try to keep up with them here. And we're going to dive it down in there. And we take the position back. So we went from 8th to 9th to 8th to 7th. And we're moving ahead to lap 42.
The DRS isn't working. The guys are looking into a fix.
And we're going well wide. And Button goes around us easily now. We'll give him a little more touches there. We're all about touching Jensen Button's rear. Now we're moving ahead to lap 44, going wide again, and now Magnussen is caught up to us, and now it's going to go by us. Yep, like I said, I'm not very good at China. But in the next lap, we're going to go on the counterattack and see if we can pass Magnussen here. We're going well, a huge dive. And it looks like it's going to work. We're back up into 8th. But we've been burning a lot of fuel trying to catch up, back up to these guys. So Magnussen goes back around us, but we're going to counterattack. We're going to squeeze in there, and we're going to take 8th back. Going into the marbles, but we got back into 8th. Now the next lap. Going down the main straight. Magnussen is going to go to the outside here. Oh, and he hit us, and we're sliding, and we're fishtailing. And that's all we got for that. He didn't get a penalty or anything. And we're coming to the end of the race because he pulled out about a 5-second lead, and we couldn't catch up to him after that. But Lewis Hamilton wins the Chinese Grand Prix. We were thinking about ice cream. And we finished 9th. We get 2 points. And we scored points, but we definitely were doing poorly in the last stint with. I don't know if we were just getting tired, or we just didn't have the pace that the other cars did at the end of the race. I'm not sure why that was, but you have Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg, and Fernando Alonso, 1, 2, 3. Our teammate down in 12th, so he didn't really improve on where he was at. No points for Hulkenberg.
You've held on to 7th in the Drivers' Championship.
We're still 7th in the Drivers' Championship. We have 27 points. We're well behind the leaders. We're not going to catch up to them. And we're still in 4th in the Constructors, although Williams is kind of catching up. Our driver's a little disappointed that they didn't have ice cream for him right away. Now he's getting a little pissed about it, so now he's going to throw a little tantrum. So they have to go shut off the camera because when he doesn't get ice cream, that's kind of a bad thing. All right. Well, that was race number 4 of my 2014 career mode. If you liked it, please give us a like and subscribe. And we'll see you again. Goodbye.